Hi everyone, this is kilzhot from 99 Gaming, and this is the Walking Dead and Random Things live chat. It has been a couple of weeks since we've done one of these, so just trying to think back. I think the last picture that I did had a cat with a Daryl Dixon outfit. So here you can see the Negan Lucille kitten. So pretty impressive there, and we will talk about Lucille and a couple things to do with that a little bit later on. That's going to be our Walking Dead portion of the live stream. But got a lot of interesting topics. Try to keep them fairly upbeat, up-tempo, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your week. I know we're doing this on Tuesday. The Preacher mix-up, I mean, that Monday night thing, I'm trying to get used to that schedule because I wanted to do some reaction videos and really want to do random things there, so we'll piece it all together. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here. What's up, Xantos? What's up, Trev? Lindsay, Luke? Charlie McCormick. What's going on? Charlie, did you see the Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather? I'm sure you're a big McGregor fan, right? So hopefully you saw a little bit of the press conference they did. Gage Grossman, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Chip. Oh, come on, Chip. You're hurting my heart when you say that. Cats are beautiful little things, man. What's up, Tommy? Sweet-ass Enforcer McCandless. All right, so got a pretty good group here. And see both of my moderators. Hopefully everybody's feeling good, feeling strong. Awesome, awesome. So I'll tell you guys, if a couple people are new to Random Things, this is the way it works. I've got a lot of random topics, so we're going to bounce around. And you got to participate. But here's the deal. If you do participate, I'm probably going to call on you. I'm going to read your comments. So this is kind of like talk radio. I'm looking for just some creative stuff. If I miss something you say, don't, I can't get to everybody, but I'll try to do the best I can. If you guys can just slap that like button, Tommy, tell them what to do. And also, when this video goes live, you can go over there and leave some comments as well, because not everybody can watch it live. Some people watch the playback. I see Steph Richardson, Angus Johnson, and I'll do a whole lot of shout-outs toward the end as well, too. So let's start out. You can see a few topics up there, but I got a few more that we're going to add. So many things going on with travel these days. So I want to tell kind of like a personal story that I've had with travel, and then also kind of get some of your maybe nightmarish things, whether you've had some layovers or the biggest thing for me, I got to be honest with you guys, is overbooking. And I've had that issue before because I was traveling to New Orleans, and on the way back I was in LaGuardia Airport and had the ticket and everything, and I was informed it was overbooked. And I made a big deal. You know, they told me when I was getting ready to check in and wanted me to stay there. I was like, no, my car is there. I need to get on. And eventually, this was a couple years back. It wasn't when a lot of people are videotaping everything to try to social media really blew it up. I mean, there was social media a couple years ago, but it just didn't seem like everybody was taking pictures of the airlines. So it's kind of an uneventful thing. I think they ended up giving someone a $600 hotel comp. But for me, that is one of the biggest travel issues that I've had. Don't travel too much, but I'm just kind of curious as you see this stuff on the media, more and more people are running into issues. There's a lady that flew, I think, from California to the East Coast. Or no, it was Hawaii, right? And she had bought an adult ticket for her kid, and they checked the names and everything on it. But anyway, I think the kid was 2 years old, and they made the lady put the kid in her lap, and then they overbooked and they gave her seat to someone else. So once it got hyped up, yeah, they did pay her and compensate her for it. But before social media, these things happen on a pretty regular basis. So just kind of curious if you guys have ran into anything like that, or it could be a driving experience or anything else. Tell me about some of your travel issues and some of your travel hells. That's a little bit of my personal experience. Just want to start it out. I'll start out on the negative, and it will move a little bit more positive, hopefully, as we go through. Walking Dead girl not getting my YouTube notification. Just make sure you have it turned on, or turn it off and turn it back on. Maybe that's the best thing that you can do. What's up, Dylan? Thanks for being here. Lindsay, Luke is a camper, so nothing horrible. Just do the driving and then go camping. So Moody Girls had some traffic. Yeah, especially when you get closer to the city. You know what? Maybe it's me. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. All right, well, no, no, no. Chip, that's pretty... Wow, wrecked your car on the way to the beach. That is a travel hell. Kale planned a road trip 20 years ago from Florida to North Carolina. We got to Georgia, realized we left the maps and the address of the cabin at home. Well, I guess we could tie it into technology. So at least with Waze and smartphones, don't really need a map anymore. And Charlie's international. He's been all over the place. All right, so a lot of drivers there. There's my man, Beetle Scott. Beetle Scott just had a birthday. Actually, the last time we did a live stream had a birthday, and he's super chatting me again. So thank you for the thanks for the donation. I appreciate it, Beetle Scott. Anything you want to talk about? I didn't give that ground rules well. Anybody does a super chat, if you do one and you make a monetary donation, leave a comment. Leave something that Beetle Scott just likes to throw money out there at me, so I appreciate that. But yeah, anything you want to talk about or leave a comment, we'll stop what we're doing and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. We'll get everybody involved in it. But appreciate that. All right, so this is something I think, as I said, we're gonna transition over a little bit. Whoa. D Mace is like 14-hour drive from Memphis to Pittsburgh. It's just it's a little bit painful. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine that. What's up, Fred? Thanks for being here. Xavier says, kilzhot, how do you like the hold the line? Somebody else asked me that, Xavier. I like them. I like any event that gives people a chance to get a 5-star. Because I usually don't pull them in these free events, to be honest with you. But I do hear some pretty good stories, and a lot of free-to-play players have done well with it. So anything that can help the free-to-play players, I love it. All right, so we're going to move forward to something that is, first of all, it's close to my heart, and I'll give you guys a couple that are on my list. And you probably saw the thumbnail with the invitation with David Bowie, rest in peace. I want to ask you guys, because this is number 2 on the list, some of the greatest musicians of all time. And I want you to try to think. Don't just rush to judgment. I know it's probably easy to say this, this, and this. Give me your top musician, or give me your top 3 musicians. If you can do that, if you can do those in order, and I want to read a few of them, and I think it's going to bring back some good memories, some good songs, and transition a little bit of the conversation. So it's going well. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it was tough, but I had to put David Bowie up there, and we talked about David Bowie several times. So if you want to start with one, that's fine. If it's easier for you, just to in descending order, 1, 2, 3. Let me know. I guess that would be 1, 2, 3. Isn't that like a paradox? Wouldn't that be ascending, but also descending? Because, yeah, whatever. You can do 3, 2, 1. Steph Richardson says Elvis is number 1. Walking Dead Girl is Magic Kills is your number 1 singer of all time. You know why I like that? Moody Girl, Freddie Mercury, Pete Steele, and Eric Clapton. Freddie Mercury is definitely up there on the list. D-May says Michael Jackson. Steve Huffman, Elvis Presley. You know, Charlie McCormick, Dolly Parton. Ooh, here we go. I like Tommy's list. I like all your lists, but that kind of got my attention. Elton John, Jim Morrison, and Billy Joel. So 2 out of 3 are piano players, and 1 is Jim Morrison said, I'll tell you Jim Morrison's story in a little bit. Let me get through a couple more. Lindsay Luke goes with Chris Cornell, number 1. Beetle Scott. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer. The Monkees, number 1. Trevor says, actually we got several people that have Elvis. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Flynn says, Dexy's Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen to Rye. Come. I'm I'm surprised. As much as I like that, I think you're the only person that has ever had them like number one. I mean, you can have them ranked, you know, they could be more your favorite, higher than AC/DC, but yeah, I'm a little surprised by it. Oh, wait a minute. Me and Bree just made a connection here. Me and Dark Angel, Kurt Cobain, Chris Cornell, and Freddie Mercury. I'm liking that list too. Sin Miller went Christina Aguilera. John Legend. Xavier goes with Weird Al Yankovic. Very good choice. Very good choice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kel's got this crazy long list. Kel's got Johnny Cash, Elvis, Elton John, Freddie Mercury, and Gene, definitely nothing wrong with Led Zeppelin. So, this is a great... I'm going to tell the Jim Morrison story as a segue. I love when you do random topics and one topic leads right into another one. And this is going to be really cool the way this is going to work tonight. John Lennon, very good choice. Emmy Desiree Bacon. Prince, Michael Jackson, and Lady Gaga. That's, you know what? That's a good... it's a good list. It's very diverse with the type of music. I'm not a woman, I'm not a man, I am something that you never understand. I do like me some Purple Rain soundtrack. I would die for you. How many people are doing that, like, you know, pointing at your eye, and then the gun, and then four, and then pointing at you? You know what I'm talking about. What's going on? I'm doing like the whole thing, like singing along. And you know, when I think of Prince, I'm naturally drawn to Purple Rain. When I think of Purple Rain, I'm naturally drawn to Morris Day and the Time. And I know Morris Day and the Time isn't going to make anybody's list, but you got to admit, Morris Day and the Time for Purple Rain, it was really impressive stuff. Several people picked Elton John, just out of curiosity. Can you guys just type up there what your favorite Elton John song is? Just kind of curious. Oh, Speedy Marie. Okay, there you go. Now hold on, hold on. I like your list too. I do like Beck and Beastie Boys. Mikey. Hey, you know what? Thank you, Mikey. What was it that Beck said? My time is like a piece of wax falling on a termite that's choking on a splinter or something. Wow. And of course, you know, Beastie Boys. You can't go wrong with that. All right. Oh, look at this. We got Tiny Dancer. We got Rocket Man. Moody Girl says Rocket Man. Desiree Bacon says Rocket Man. Sin Miller, Tiny Dancer. Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. I love it. I love it. She remembers the stream where nobody could get the lyrics correct. You know what, Dark? I do like me some Lady Gaga. Daniel's traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. You know, anything by Elton John is good, isn't it? I mean, your song, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's Rocket Man. Yeah, you can't really go wrong. Candle in the Wind. Just amazing stuff. Lindsay Luke has some Billy Joel up there. So, yeah, all these are good. I do definitely the Killers. Um, yeah, I guess it's three great musicians. Here's the thing, though. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of people pick. I'm surprised that not more people picked the Beatles. The people who picked Elvis, yeah, you got to give it to Elvis. But then, if you're talking about hits, the Beatles were definitely up there. How about, the Rolling Stones? I mean, a lot of Lady Gaga. That's one thing in our streams, and we're definitely going to have to do a music stream. Bob Seger. I do like me some Bob Seger. It's a little too tall. Could have used a few pounds. Working on the night moves. Hey, Cherilyn. Good to see you joined the stream as well. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Awesome, awesome. So we're all over the place. Yeah, I think everybody turned the page. And I like Bob Seger's version better than Metallica. I'm not big on remakes. All right, so good music stuff. We're going to get back to music just a little bit. There you go. See, now we're getting, see, for me, it's probably going to be, and there's so many greats out there, and I feel bad when I don't pick the greats, when I don't pick like an Elvis, because I do like Elvis, and I don't pick Prince, and I do like Prince, and they all had hits. But for me, I'm probably going to start with Guns N' Roses. I mean, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, and they're going to be close. You know what? I'm probably going to tie Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, and if I had to put in a big three, it'd probably be, honestly, Matchbox 20. I know they're not the greatest of all time, but it's just something about, if you guys haven't figured this out, I'm really into lyrics. I love music, but I like to sort of dig down and try to think like what the song was about, what were they thinking, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Drain You, Polly, all of that, Heart-Shaped Box. And then, when you take something like Matchbox 20, I know it's not a favorite of a lot of people, but, just what do they mean by the lyrics? Unwell, disease, 3 a.m. I mean, they all have certain impact. All right, as we talk a little bit about the Doors, so the book No One Here Gets Out Alive, and you may or may not have known this, but I'm just going to give you a little tidbit of trivia. So when Jim Morrison was very young, they were moving, they were driving through the desert, and they came across a Indian or Native American, but in the book it's Indian, on the side of the road, and as his father was driving by, the Native American evidently died, and Jim Morrison thought that the spirit, I'm just going to say Indian because I can't be overly politically correct with that. He thought that the spirit of the Indian came into him, and that's why he became the person that he was. He was always living with that. So, as we segue into, like I said, it's a perfect segue into number 3 topic, scalped or Lucille'd. What was up with Walker scalping Jake? Number 1. And number 2, is it my imagination, or did they just drop Jake's hair down a little bit to cover up where he just almost had half his scalp taken off? So he cuts him, like literally from the left side all the way across. And it didn't look like a small cut. It looked like he was digging that knife in there. And then a couple scenes later, Jake's just got his hair down a little bit and covering up like, hey, nothing happened. Did that happen, or am I just am I hallucinating? Am I imagining that happened? I'll go back and watch it again. I don't mind. So that's question number 1. All right, yeah, I'm just okay. Here you go. Adam says Jake is just a super fast healer. All right, maybe he is, but I did have to. I guess. All right, so the question that I have, and I don't know, I have not done research on this. It's going to get a little bit gory. So, would you rather A, this is going to be a very scrupulous question. I don't know how long you live after you're scalped, but let's say, I mean, you know, the dude out in the desert was living for a little bit. Let's say 4 hours. So if you had the option of being Lucille'd and being put out of your misery instantaneously, you know, and by instantaneously I mean within a couple minutes, or scalped and a chance to spend the last 4 hours dying, scalped with people and maybe clearing your conscience and doing those things, what are you going to pick? You're going to pick being Lucille'd and it all being over, or are you going to pick being scalped and living a little bit longer in some pain, but a chance to get an extra 4 or 5 hours? Sorry, gotta ask. Emmy's like, don't ask us that, Kills. It's too late. I already asked it. Moody says 1 hit and done. Beetle wants to go instantaneously. Sebastian, nope, gone. Lucille, quick. Just shot, batter up. So I think it's pretty unanimous. Well, I think almost everybody's picked. Not one person has picked being. There you go. Okay, there's one. Hopefully I'm doing it the right way. Blah, blah. Well, and I'm assuming that scalping, you know, maybe it buys you 4 or 5 hours. It might not kill you, but at some point, your brain can't live through all that. It's going to be traumatic. And I guess mostly, maybe the scalping, if you pick that route between two things, might be more for people with just a guilty conscience. Like, yeah, it's something I got to make right. There's somebody I forgot to call. I got to call. Yeah, I forgot to send that card, Mom. Oh, by the way, I'm scalped. That's the only reason I'm calling you. No. Your mom will see right through that stuff. Okay. Yeah, just I had to bring it up because first of all, I thought you know, the Jim Morrison story would tie in well to it, and number two, I just thought the whole series of events was just a little strange. I'm still a little upset at Madison. I'm not going to get into that just yet. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So I'm going to skip a topic, and I'm going to talk about something different, and then we'll go back, because I know the next one's pretty easy. So if you guys saw the thumbnail, the picture in the center was very beautiful young lady. She's a telemarketer, and I know everybody has experience with telemarketers and spam and unsubscribe and don't call back. I like to ask questions. I don't know what it is. I get calls every couple days or so, and sometimes it's the same telemarketers. You know, I'll get calls and it's like, hey, today is the last day for you to sign up for auto insurance or a warranty on your car, or I get something like, I got one earlier and it was like, your student loans are about to expire. because of this and this. Press 1 now to speak to someone of how you can save money on your student loans. So all of them, right? Well, I usually take the call and I try to ask a question and see if they'll respond to me. So I think I got one, it was a couple days ago, and obviously I work for Google because I do YouTube. So it was something about Google Analytics. And, you know, I answered the phone and it was like, your business is at serious risk. Your Google Analytics, your website, something along those lines. This is Janie, and press 1 to speak to me now. So I press 1, and it was not Janie. It was a dude. So he's like, "Thank you for calling Google Analytics. This is Tom speaking. How can I help you?" I said, "Hi, Tom. I want to speak to Janie." And he's like, "Huh?" So he didn't know, first of all. And I said, "Well, I'm really worried here. My Google Analytics," and I wasn't. I knew it was, you know, at this point, this is kind of like a joke. And so I'm really worried. I said, "You got to help me out." And it clicked. He hung up on me. So he knew I was playing him, but at the same time, if you're gonna hang up on me, why call me in the first place? So what I'm finding is more and more of these telemarketers, as soon as I start talking to them about something and I'm not letting them talk, they hang up on me. And then when you call them back, it's something along the lines of, if you'd like to be placed on a do not call list, and I do it, but then they call me back. So I don't know. Any bad telemarketing experience? That's pretty severe. And you know, it's a catch-22 because, first of all, there's real people with real jobs, and I'm not trying to prevent their income because, you know, everybody's got to do something. But I would like to every once in a while just talk to them. And when you get too excited, they won't even let me talk to them. It is, Nunya. It is annoying. Probably the worst, and it was somewhat rude because it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I got a call. I don't remember who it was from. Might have been an insurance company, or it could have been a political type of thing. And I was very polite, and I was like, hey, I'm eating dinner right now. Can you give me your cell number and I'll call you back? And the guy on the phone, he's like, "Well, I can't give out my cell number." And I'm like, "Well, then why do you call me on my cell number?" And he didn't really know what to say. So, you're calling me and interrupt my dinner, but I can't call you back and interrupt your dinner. Anyway, all right. That's a little bit of telemarketing stuff. I want to get through the thumbnails. So let's move forward and talk about, all right, and here's the deal with this one. You can't pick a Walking Dead person. I want to know, you don't have to participate. If you got like jealous significant others and they don't want you to answer this stuff and it's going to be in a video, because I am going to call on you. So if somebody's watching a playback of this and it's like Mrs. Steve Huffman listening to me do the video, and Steve's like, "Yeah, such and such is my celebrity crush," and he gets in trouble, he gets in the doghouse, don't blame me. I'm just a person reading your comments. So if this is going to get you in any type of trouble whatsoever, don't participate. With that being said, let me know who your celebrity crush is, because I want to call on a few people, and I want to know why. I'm just intrigued. And then you know what? I'll let you guys guess mine, because I think you know, but you don't know. You don't know. I can already tell you right now that I know what 70% of you guys are going to say for me. but you're all wrong. All right, let me get a few of these. Okay, hey, just making sure. Just, I got to do my part, Steve. Angus says Emma Watson. Good choice. Jill. Chris Hemsworth. Another good choice. Oh, Mikey. You definitely, you got my top three. I'm a big Black Widow fan. It can be Beetle Scott. It can be any celebrity. Ewan McGregor. DDA says Beth. Beth who? Gasoline Mata says Carl Papa. No. Kelly Golan-Zanier. You must have saw the Julian Edelman ESPN body issue. Karen Carpenter. You know what? Karen Carpenter was amazing. Did she die of anorexia? I thought she was one of the first people, one of the first famous people to die of anorexia. I'm not sure. Who else we got? Cherilyn says Bradley Cooper. Sean Bean. Who else we got? Tom Holland. Jamie Taylor. Natalie Portman. You mean for me? No. Mikey second is Chris Pratt. Hey, you know. I love it. Lindsay Luke calls it a to-do list. That's great. Speedy Marie says Sting. Emily Kinney. Okay. And Keanu Reeves. I didn't see that one coming. And Gerard Butler. I didn't see that one coming. Okay. Moody says William Shatner used to be hers, and then she met him, and then you probably saw the travel commercials he did, and I'm sure that was a big turnoff. Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell was like one of the first, well, not the first, because James Dean was there, but one of the more recent bad boy type of people, right? Tommy Lee Jones and Sean Connery. You know, hey, I'm not judging it. I mean, this is everybody's list. Barry Manilow. People can have their own celebrity crush if they want. Jennifer Aniston. Okay, I wasn't trying to get anybody in trouble. Just kind of want to throw it out there because it's something that several people have asked me in some of the Kick Chats. You bet. Hey, come on, Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott from Tombstone? Virgil, your arm. That's all right. I still got one good arm to hold you with, honey. Something like that. I don't remember all the lines, but I just remember. Coors, the banquet beer. I want to start doing. Maybe I'll start doing beer commercials. Maybe I could get one of those gigs. I mean, I think I'd be really good at it, at doing beer commercials. I'm just going to tell you. Oh, so we get both. You know what? I'll let you guys guess a couple of mine. There's a couple. And wrong. I see. I know most people when they guess me, they're going to guess. They're going to guess Christian Serratos. Carmen Trance, come on, Britney Spears. No, but you know what? I do love that Britney Spears slot machine game. It just, whatever song it is, I don't even know all Britney Spears songs, but when you go into the bonus, it makes it sound like I don't know what song that is. Actually, I can't even tell you. And I love music. Toxic. Maybe it's Toxic. Yeah, if you know that one little part of the Britney Spears song, the part that goes, I know it's annoying when I do it. I'm sorry. Sorry to like annoy you guys. But yeah, if it's Toxic and you know Britney Spears that well, and I just gave you like name that tune in 3 notes, then maybe you can. Absolutely not. Nope. Scarlett Johansson, not either. You guys are way off. No, it's not. I'll give you a hint. There's only one person that could make me try Jim Beam. That's all you get. The only clue you get. Somebody will get it. It does sound like Close Encounters, doesn't it? There you go, Lindsay. You got it. All right. Nope, it's not Clementine. Come on. Ding, ding, ding. We have lots of winners. Now everybody's like, hell yeah, that's who I meant to say. You picked mine, kilzhot. No. None of you guys said that. What is wrong with you people? Anyway. Okay, let's move forward and talk about a couple other things. Just some random topics because we're doing random things. We got a few more minutes. So it is toxic, right? And you know what? The Jim Beam's not bad either. So you guys know about the I was kind of sending pictures, and I didn't do a lot of streams. So I had a lot of things going on. First week of July is just always crazy busy. We skip random things. We skip some of the Walking Dead chat. But it was the beach, it was the casino, a lot of different things. It got me thinking, you know, when you're at the beach and you know, it's the waves, the air, the water, the food, the nothingness, maybe the nothingness. And we've talked about this in previous streams. Water is not, look, I'm not afraid I'm going to drown or any of those things. It's just water can be a little creepy to me, especially night and dark water and thinking sharks and alligators and that stuff. But there is something very serene about the beach. And I want to know if you guys and ladies like the beach. What is it about the beach that transforms you? Because it does. It does. There's no doubt about it. Being away from the job or being away, there's just something about that whole experience. And that's what I want. I want you guys to tell me. What is it about the beach? And if there's something other than the beach that is more serene or more relaxing to you, leave that in comments as well. I'll read several things. There is a lot of nothingness. So we'll start out. Real is the sounds of the waves. So yes and no. I mean, if you're at a private beach, that I get. But more recently, when I went to the beach, I hear the waves when I'm out there, but you hear a lot of other stuff, and it's either music or a lot of kids on the beach. So I don't know if it's the Sebastian. I'm not reading that comment, man. Come on. It's funny, but I'm not reading it. you just created this visual of me swimming in all of that. No, but thank you. So for me, Riel, it's not the sound of the waves. And you know, even recently, I'm wearing like AirPods, so I'm kind of listening to what I want to listen to. But for some people, definitely. I mean, this is your stream, so if you know if that's what you noticed, then yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I'm trying to figure out, for me, it's something else. So Carmen says it's the wind coming off the lake. That I might subscribe to a little bit more. Kind of the way the wind sort of bounces off the water and sort of cools off that wind. That could definitely be. Tommy, I'm not saying that's, you know, there's nice people at the beach. Sometimes that can be a little bit more stressful. Getting away from the craziness. And Lindsay, that might be it. I would play poker on my iPad at the beach, like online poker for money. So sometimes it was stressful, sometimes it was not stressful. Don't do that. If you go to the beach, turn off the electronic devices. You don't really get the full experience. If you're trying to keep up with everything and you're posting and doing a whole lot of stuff. I know Steph was at the beach sending us pictures and posting stuff, right? But that wasn't, you know, if I tried to do like a stream or something from the beach, I think it wouldn't relax me. Yeah, I guess it's just kind of the whole escape. All right, so and that would transition the smell of the beach. So keep it clean, everybody. Music can transform you to a point where, at least with me, when I hear something, it can take me back to the time I first heard a song. My mind kind of works like that. So the thing that I want to know is, are there certain smells that remind you, that are like your favorite smells? So, for example, I don't know what it is, but my kitten never smells bad. I don't understand it. I think it's a mental thing. So anytime, you know, let's say I'm just chilling, the dude will jump up and he like, you know, he comes literally right to my face and he rubs his face against my cheek. But he just always smells like a kitten. I mean, not like nothing weird about that, but he grooms himself. So, you know, he'll like lick his fur on his shoulder or whatever. I guess, I don't know if you call a cat's shoulder, whatever. But he just always smells the same. Weird, right? So, you know, that's one of those things. Certain colognes, certain foods. Copper tone, there you go, Kelly. That's something that kind of brings you back. Baking of gingerbread takes me back to a vacation in Williamsburg. So, like, every time you... Chip is like, he's just like so anti-cat. Chip, I'm going to send you a cat video. How about that? My channel is not cat videos, but of course, you know, if you have a kitten, you make cat videos. This is what you do. I'm going to send you some cat videos. And then you'll go get a cat, like, immediately. He's going to be like, man, you know what? You're right, Kills. Sebastian's like the smell of weed. And I'm not an avid weed smoker, but I hear there's a lot of different scents. So it's you can kind of flavor that stuff up sort of however, right? So is there like a specific, is the word flavor? Is there a specific scent of weed that is more potent than others, that is more memorable? Cigarettes. It's the Dark Angel said, it's not the sand in my crack, it's the tranquility of it. Yeah, I guess. Fresh cut grass. The smell of Cabbage Patch Kids. What does a Cabbage Patch? Oh, there you go. Now the flip side of that, see? It's good. So Lindsay's like the smell of obsession. So there's some smells that just like just turn you off. Or perfumes or whatever. That perfume reminds me of that hooker. So yeah, no. I won't even. I guess we don't have to delve into the bad smells that are out there. Let's get back to. We got skunk weed. We got all kinds of stuff. I got you guys bouncing around from the smell of weed to the smell of a hooker's perfume to baking cakes and apple pies. Smoke from fires makes me think of autumn. It's like a campfire. All right. It was just a tag on. It was something to add to something that we talked about. I won't dwell on it too long. I've got a... which topic do we want to go to? I've got a couple different choices here. This one is more for the ladies. Oh, a Beastie Boys song. Hey, ladies. There you go. That's right. So, segue from music to music. Somebody said the Beastie Boys. Does anyone here have a name that there is a song named after? Like, and if you don't, if you're using like a code name, you don't have to tell us your real name. That's fine. But, for example, like, do we have anybody here named Molly? And then I would say, like, okay, well, one of the most famous songs of all time is Good Golly, Miss Molly. So is there a song that you listened to that sort of matched your name? Give you a second to sort of... Sherry. So what I'm going to do is, this is another list. Oh, I know your song. Well, you should have been gone, knowing how. But you're wrong, iRock, because that was not by Journey. That was actually by Steve Perry, solo artist after Journey. Just saying. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a painted rose from days gone by? Is that... If I just got the lyrics right on that, if you just type Delta Dawn, I'm just going to... I don't even know. I don't even know where I heard it or how I heard it or if that... I think I just nailed it, though. But anyway, as I was saying, before I got Delta Dawned into that conversation, there is a list, as there are many lists, but this is the top 40 songs of all time with women's name in their titles. Moody, I don't even know where it came from. I don't agree. I agree with a lot of songs on the list. I don't agree with the ranking of the songs. And here's why. Because it's a top 40 list, right? Number 40 is Billie Jean. So I would think that Billie Jean, because first of all, it's one of the greatest songs of all time. Why it would be all the way down number 40 on list of women's songs. I'll go through the list, and by the time we get toward the end of the list, you might say, okay, yeah, Billie Jean. But Billie Jean was great, right? All right, I'll give you a few of them. Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline is number 39. Huh? Wait. Okay, this one confuses me. Because number 38, unless I'm completely off on this, I'll have to listen to the lyrics again, is Los del Rio Macarena. So I thought Macarena was, I know it's a dance, but is Macarena also named after a woman? Am I reading that correctly? Anyway, that's number 38. I'm going to definitely do some research on this. Now it's got my mind working here. Charlie Mack says, "Come on, Eileen," and number 37 is exactly that. Really? So what they're saying is that Dexy's Midnight Runners is rated higher than Billie Jean. So that's why this list loses a little bit of credibility in my book, but I love lists anyway, so I'm just going to do it. The Police. Roxanne! When I hear that song, I think of Eddie Murphy singing Roxanne. Number 35. I remember all my life raining down as cold as ice. Oh, Mandy. Barry Manilow is number 35. Number 34, Janie's Got a Gun. 33, Valerie, Amy Winehouse. 32, Allman Brothers is Melissa. Number 31, Rhiannon, Fleetwood Mac. Some of the things you guys are typing is not even in here. This is what's... We should have done the list. Tommy says Roxanne should have been top 20. When I get to the top 20, I'm not going to disagree with you. I think it could have been. Mandy should have been number 1 just because. Oh, Mandy, you came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away. Oh, Mandy, will you kiss me and stop me from shaking? Okay, I'm done with Barry Manilow for tonight. Bruce Springsteen is number 30 with Rosalita. 29, I saw somebody type this a little bit ago. Maggie May. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. Because Rod Stewart really should be back in school. Kim Carnes, Betty Davis Eyes is number 28. Number 27, LSD, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Okay, AJ, and I'm cool with that explanation because I had no idea. So AJ Jepson says Macarena is about a girl named Macarena who cheats on her boyfriend. And I'm totally cool with that. I just didn't know. Hey, Macarena. I just thought it was, you know, I guess we're so hypnotized doing the dance. That's one of the songs I just didn't do a deep dive to get to the lyrics. The sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. I don't think that's up there, though, Harley. All right, let me get to some of the other ones. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our files. Mrs. Robinson is number 26. Miss Robinson should have been top 10, in my opinion. Just saying. Jimi Hendrix, The Wind Cries Mary. Number 24 should have been top 10 as well. I'm not singing it because I definitely cannot go like falsetto, like really high. But Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Sherry. Sherry Baby. I won't even attempt it. If I were in the shower, I would attempt it. I can definitely sing some Bee Gees and some Frankie Valli when I take a shower. It's like the only time. Ricky Martin, Maria, number 23. Ray Charles, Georgia, 22. The Spinners, Sadie. Tina Turner, Proud Mary. Tina Turner, Proud Mary. Why not Creedence Clearwater Revival, Proud Mary? Okay. Steve Perry, Old Sherry, number 19. Peggy Sue Got Married, number 18. All right, here we go. This is where there's going to be some controversy. Oh, Sheila, let me love you till the morning comes. Ready for the World, Oh, Sheila is number 17. The Knack, My Serona, number 16. Ram Jam, Black Betty, 15. Santana, Maria Maria. A lot of Dolly Parton fans out there. Jolene is number 13. Number 12. All I want to do when I wake up in the morning is see your eyes. Rosanna's number 12. And how about Won't You Smile One Time for Me, Sarah? Hall & Oates, number 11, but did not make the top 10. Starting with the top 10, this is bad. This is some freaking bad stuff in here. I'm boycotting this site. Jane's Addiction, Jane says, not bad, but it ain't top 10. It's not higher than Billie Jean, and it's not higher than Roxanne, so no. Britney Spears, number 9, If You Seek Amy. I don't know that I even know that song, to be perfectly honest with you. Little Richie, Good Golly, Miss Molly. Train, Meet Virginia. The Four Tops, Bernadette. Richie Valens. Oh, Donna, oh. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mary Jane's Last Dance. Deep Blue Something, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Incubus, Anna Molly. And number 1, I'm going to give you guys a chance to guess it. If you're on the website, you're cheating, and you're going to know it, but I don't care. Type it anyway. What is the number 1 song named after a woman's name? Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. That was not a very dramatic drum roll for me. I agree. This list is bad. This list is terrible. Good, very good guess. A.J. Jepson has a very good guess. It is not Beth by Kiss. It's a very good song, though. I don't know. You know what? I can be okay with this being number 1. I'm not going to fight it because the group definitely warrants having a number 1 song up there. I know I'm going to give you guys the name of the song and you're going to disagree with it, and it's going to be like, no, come on, Kills. Angie by the Rolling Stones. I'm okay with it. There's other things I'd put in the top 10, but it's the Rolling Stones. Yeah. Oh, I like that one though. DDA Ohio's 867. It ain't 9. It's 5309, right? Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? 8675309. That's not it. But the Rolling Stones' Angie is number 1. Go figure. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we're getting some people saying it's okay. It's okay. I guess I just want a little affirmation with the list. That one didn't bother me as much as, oh, I don't know, say, Incubus is not a bad band. They're actually a great band, but let's not have them number 2. Beth should have been up there. Oh, come on, come on. Don't be hating on Mick Jagger. It's okay. But there's a lot of good stuff that you guys suggested that should have been on the list. So, you know what? Screw them. We'll make our own list. All right, and we just hit 1 hour. So the last thing that we're going to do, the last topic that I want to throw out there for all of you guys, and I've got a ton of other topics. So I'm going to keep it positive. Some of them were kind of negative. I spent a little time at the casino the last couple weeks here. I just want to know if you are even if you're not a casino goer. Yeah, I think I said that the right way. If you play virtual casinos or games, anything of the like, what's your favorite casino game? and that is going to be the last topic of Random Things. I'm just going to call on a few people. I like me some 3-card poker, like to play me some craps, but just kind of curious, what casino games do you play? Someone actually suggested I should do Texas Hold'em or 3-card poker tutorials, that they would be interested in that. And after all, it is 999 Gaming, so maybe I can throw some things out there that you guys are interested in. And time flies. 1 hour goes like quickly. Cheryl Tuck wants to know, are there some spoilers? Not in tonight's stream, there's not. But come back on Thursday and we will talk. Blackjack, Texas Hold'em. A lot of Texas Hold'em fans out there. It was Moody that said I should give tutorials. Slots, I lose at the Walking Dead game, but I play every time. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's like there's some really cool Walking Dead. There's a couple of them that are out there. And the ones you like are the ones that you want to play over and over again. Very good stuff. So, you know, we got a good mix of everything. So tonight, obviously, we discussed a little bit of our travel issues, specifically some of mine. Some great musicians out there. Learned a lot about, you know, we all have different taste in music and what you guys consider great. I don't always consider great, but same thing. My top 3, I don't know if anybody would have had that matched as well, too. Most people prefer to be Lucille'd rather than scalped. Celebrity crushes were all over the place. So, once again, we got a wide range of topics. We're not big fans of telecommuters. We love the beach, and we are gamblers at heart, and we know that there's dedications, there's things that go out there with women's names, but the list is pretty bad. So we'll make our own list. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. This is Random Things. Hopefully you guys learned a lot about each other. We had some good conversation topics. If you guys have some random topics that you would like to talk about, we get on some crazy discussions. Send it to me at Kilzhot, K-I-L-Z-H-O-T. I know they're the biggest driver right now. Everybody wants to talk about music, and we will get around that. Definitely, Kel, I owe you one. We could probably get on music topics and just talk about singers and songs and our list and all of those things, and an hour would go by pretty quickly. Most of what we talked about tonight, I think we get on some of the music topics and it just kind of rolls in. But I appreciate all of you being here, appreciate the time change and being patient as we figure this schedule out. Just once again, Chill with Kills, Sunday mornings, we'll do spoilers. Spoilers are going to be a little bit weird now with no Walking Dead, so I got to feel something for that time slot. But there's a lot of different things going on, so I do know some I mean, obviously, you know, Radioactive. But I'm not well versed in Imagine Dragons. Sorry. And I think that's a great idea. So, Kel, on the Facebook page, if you guys are all part of the 999 Army, post a couple questions up there as well, too. I'd love to talk about what you guys want to talk about, and I thought the Fear finale was excellent. So, it's shout-out time. I can't keep you guys away from your families all night long. Thank you. I appreciate you guys spending an hour with me and with each other. So, just you guys have a great night, and let's go through some shout-outs. I want to say thank you to Carmen Trance, Carol McFry, Steph Richardson, Jamie Taylor, Nunya, Moody the Muddy Girl, what's up? Who else we got in the house? We got Xantos. What's going on, Xantos? I will be doing some Blitz Wars as well. Lindsay Luke, thank you. I owe you. I owe a couple people some song dedications. Message me. Just send me a message on Kick and let me know what you'd like for me to research. Sue Smith, obviously you get a shout out. Sue, AJ Jepson, thank you. And thank you for teaching me about Macarena. The Samson, what's going on? Scopely is a casino. Sin Miller, you have a great night. Diane Estes, thank you for being here. Double L, Lindsay Luke. I Rock 6, bye. Thank you so much. Harley Quinn, smash that like button. Chip Smith, the cat hater. Oh, man. I'm going to break you down, Chip. I'm telling you. You're going to own a little kitten one day, and you're going to thank me for it. It's going to happen. Emmy Desiree Bacon, thank you. Glad to be back in action. Needed a couple days to recharge, but don't worry. Your notifications and your inbox is going to fill up really, really quickly because we're going to be back to doing a couple videos a day, and you guys are going to be begging me to stop doing videos. Tommy, sweet-ass McCandless, thank you. Trevor Grimm, Brene, thank you for being here. Charlie McCormick, go Connor. Speedy Marie, thank you for being here. Appreciate your input and your insight. Who else we got? You know what? Lindsay, cats can be jerks. That's what makes them so awesome. They just have their own little unique personality. They're snobby and they can be jerks, and they're like people. Maybe that's why I like them. A few people we're waiting on them to reply. So Cheryl Tuck, thank you for being here as well. Nunya, we'll probably get in some Fear with the Walking Dead chat on Thursday. We're going to do a little bit of both. We'll talk Fear recaps, we'll talk about some future things of Fear, and we're also going to talk about the Walking Dead spoilers, the upcoming trailer. So stay tuned for that. We'll have a stream completely dedicated just to that. So absolutely, we'll get some good input. Sue Smith, thank you for being here, Sue. I've enjoyed the entire season of Fear. Did I catch Dark Angel? Is she up there somewhere? I might have missed her. I think she had some thunderstorms, so she had some weather going on. Kel says smile. Thank you, Kel. Appreciate you being here. DDA Ohio. Later, Gator. Later, Sin Miller. Thank you. And once again, sorry for the late start time. Normally, this was a one-off thing. We will get these back to 9 o'clock on whatever day we do them, whether it's going to be probably Tuesday. I'll look at the schedule going forward, but I'm trying not to keep these super, super late because by the time we finish with this after 11 o'clock. So thank you guys so much. Check the Facebook page because I will be posting some schedules on there as well. If I missed you in a shout out, hey, there's Sebastian. What's going on, Sebastian? A couple people might have had lag or had to log off a little bit early, but leave in the comments when the video goes live, and I'll definitely give you a shout out in future video. You guys are awesome. Glad to be back. Thank you for being here tonight, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.